Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Been about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Seahawks going up against the Redskins.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Redskins. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this one will be brought back to the 22. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here now it's second and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him the question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Let's go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And some space here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's go! What? Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He can run. And a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And the wideout in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They run. This is Cohen. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Perkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Armstrong. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Here it goes!
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perkins. They'll get 17 yards there. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 25. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Redskins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the 20. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This is Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, that's Cohen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Back to throw here. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And now here's a carry heading left, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll set up a throw. Going for it all. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. The Patriots have added on as they extend their lead a bit further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, right?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. But in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First and goal here from the 9. Now a handoff as they run left side. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
They go play action here on first down. Airing one out for Crowder. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to wind up. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 43 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I guarantee you, it's not very good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Let's go! Let's round!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And here come the Redskins now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's complete to Jesse James. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going and this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And James has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. In this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Looking to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. 2nd and 5.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Washington, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.